Hello and welcome to today's webinar, hosted by Food Ingredients First and sponsored by Glanbia Ireland. I'm Mick Walsh, Product Manager at Glanbia Ireland, and I will be today's moderator. The webinar is entitled CheddMax, the natural cheese solution to meet flavour, convenience and functionality needs for consumers and manufacturers, and it will focus on demonstrating the functionality of our CheddMax solutions. CheddMax is a portfolio of cheese solutions. When utilised in cheese applications, it can impart significant functional, productivity, cost, flavour and nutritional benefits that are passed through to the end consumer. I am joined today by our Head of Marketing, MEANEY, who will take you through some key trends driving the category. Our R&D cheese expert, Fionn O'Sullivan, cheese technologist, and he will provide technical insights into the functionality of CheddMax. He will focus on viscosity, browning, slicing and beta-carotene. Glanbia Ireland Development Chef Barry Foley will demonstrate how the functionalities of CheddMax are brought to life in heated applications. Rebecca BARRON, Nutrition Manager, will talk to the nutritional benefits of cheese, especially our reduced fat and low salt variants. And finally, Shane McDarby, Head of Product Management, will talk about Glanbia Ireland and our heritage and capabilities in cheese. I would like to note that there will be time to address any questions you may have at the end of the webinar in a live Q&A with our speakers. This webinar will also be available on demand on foodingredientsfirst.com, and a link will be sent to you after the session concludes. Before I hand over to our other speakers today, let me start by touching on some of the challenges that our customers have experienced in the manufacture of their cheese products. Browning or discoloration of cheese can be an issue for manufacturers. This can occur in two ways. Firstly, poor temperature control can result in the appearance of uneven colour in the product. And secondly, in heated cheese applications such as pizza, toasties or gratin, the final appearance can be compromised by over-browning. Poor sliceability can cause poor performance on high-speed slicing lines, which results in inefficiency and downtime. Poor viscosity can result in a brittle or sticky end product, which can impact product yield and functionality. All of these challenges can influence productivity and therefore costs. This webinar will address all of these challenges and demonstrate how, here at Glanbia Ireland, we have developed CheddMax cheese solutions to enable manufacturers to overcome or prevent these issues. I will now hand over to Anne, who will address some of the key trends driving the cheese category today.
Thank you, Mick. I'm Anne MEANEY, Head of Marketing at Glanbia Ireland Ingredients. For the next couple of minutes or so, I will walk through some initial contextual data from Innova on market trends in processed cheese and plant-based cheese. The data is drawn from the Innova database for product launch activity unless stated otherwise. The geographies focused on are Europe and Asia in the time frame of 2016 to 2020. Cheese has been around for thousands of years and is loved by consumers for its diversity of taste and texture and because it offers many benefits in meals and eating occasions. With growing interest in healthy eating, the market for nutritious snacks is on the increase globally, and cheese snacks is one of the categories increasingly emerging as a healthy alternative to traditional sweet snacks. While cheese has long been used as a snack, it is only relatively recently that new products with formats and packaging specifically targeted at the snacks market have started to appear. The market has now developed to encompass a wide range of individually portioned, ready-to-eat cheese products suitable for consumption in the home, on the go and in lunchboxes, including lunch kits, dips, mini portions, shapes, sticks and strings. Europe has strong local traditions in cheese consumption, with processed cheese and snacking cheese less pronounced than in other markets such as the US and UK. 88% of the market is unprocessed cheese. The European cheese market was worth close to $50 billion in 2020, and it is anticipated that growth will accelerate in 2021 with a year-on-year growth projection of 9.5%. While only 12% of the cheese market in Europe is processed cheese, launch activity in the category has been very strong and ahead of unprocessed cheese, with 7% CAGR from 2016 to 2020. There is potential for the development of more snacking formats, and new product development will help widen the potential usage for processed cheese and expand its appeal to a broader audience. Cheese consumption in Asia is significantly lower in other global regions on a per capita basis. While the Asian cheese market is only a fifth the size of Europe, it is growing steadily. The Asian cheese market was worth $8.8 billion in 2020, and 55% of the value is processed cheese. The market overall is expected to continue to grow with a year-on-year growth projection of 9.5% in 21 and 6.6% in 22. Therefore, it is not surprising that launch activity in processed cheese is significantly higher than that of unprocessed cheese, with a CAGR growth of 16% from 2016 to 2020. We are seeing increased consumption of Western-style foods such as pizza, burger, and pasta, with cheese as a key ingredient. Demand for snackable cheese formats positioned as healthy snacks, a wide variety of cheese-based dips and spreads with innovative flavours, and convenient pack formats are boosting innovation growth. In China, cheese is perceived as a nutritious food offering high protein and calcium. Due to this perception, children are a key target market, with 48% of launches in the year to the end of June 21 positioned to appeal to the 5 to 12 years market. This probably reflects the dominance of soft cheese desserts and processed cheese, which tend to have strong child appeal. This compares with just 9% of total food launches targeted at children in Asia in the same period. The inherent natural goodness of cheese is a key driver of cheese consumption, with consumers in both Asia and Europe consuming cheese due to it being tasty and healthy. Claims such as natural and made with real ingredients are key purchase triggers for European consumers. Natural is also an important claim for Asian consumers, alongside the more functional benefit of high-in or source of protein. Protein claims on cheese products have been less evident in Europe than in North America, with most NPDs centred on high-protein quark products in Germany and its close neighbours. However, this trend is changing, 55% average annual growth in processed cheese launches in Europe, having a high-in or source of protein claim from 2016 to 2020. While high-in or source of protein is the primary claim on processed cheese in China, there has been a notable increase in clean label claims such as no additives or preservatives. Processed cheese has traditionally suffered from poor consumer perception, as it can be seen as an artificial product. But a focus on functional benefits, a range of convenient formats, and more flavoured options has helped a return to NPD growth. I would now like to focus on plant-based cheese. In parts of the world, the rise of dairy alternatives has been nothing short of meteoric in recent years, with many consumers adopting vegan, plant-based and flexitarian diets for their perceived health benefits. In the Western world in particular, the market is evolving rapidly and has diversified beyond dairy alternative drinks to include alternatives to yogurt, cheese and ice cream, while at the same time, the range of ingredients used to replace milk continues to expand and advance. Plant-based cheese has a broad audience, particularly among younger adults and those in the early family life stage. The global vegan cheese market was anticipated to be valued at $4 billion in 24 based off 2017 data. However, given accelerated changes in consumer behaviour, we consider this a conservative estimate. Non-dairy cheese is thriving in European markets, accounting for almost half of all non-dairy cheese launches globally. Europe is strongly pushing the vegan claim. From 2016 to 2020, there has been a 24% average annual growth in non-dairy cheese launches in Europe with a vegan claim. Here are a couple of market examples to highlight some of the vegan cheese developments in the market. Firstly, Ilchester, by focusing on quality and local ingredients, have developed quality British cheeses with sensory attributes similar to dairy cheese in terms of taste and texture. While a very nascent market in Asia, Crudi is a startup producing dairy-free cheeses from its base in Singapore. Interestingly, both companies are promoting their products as vegan-friendly cheese alternatives. Hopefully, I have provided you with a good insight into the growth and trends seen across both the processed cheese and vegan cheese markets. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found it informative. Now I'll hand you over to Fionn, our R&D expert, who will talk to you about CheddMax, our range of processed cheese solutions.
Hello, my name is Fionn, and it is my pleasure to be here with you today. As Mick mentioned earlier, manufacturers are faced with many challenges in the production of processed cheese solutions. CheddMax is a range of natural cheese solutions we have developed through listening to our customers and understanding the challenges they have encountered. CheddMax helps manufacturers deliver the taste and functionality their customers demand. Our CheddMax range is manufactured from high-quality pasteurized standardized milk. A highly functional natural cheese solutions range, it provides cost efficiency to processed cheese manufacturers, while also delivering consistent yield, texture and visual benefits to suit a wide variety of applications. Today I will demonstrate to you how Glanbia Ireland's CheddMax delivers these functional benefits and provides cost efficiency. I will focus on the key functionality parameters such as viscosity, cheese browning and slicing properties. In addition, I will talk about beta-carotene and its benefits over annatto in the manufacture of red cheddar cheese variants. Okay, so let us start with viscosity. Viscosity is the tendency of the cheese to spread and flow when completely melted. Viscosity of the cheese is important to manufacturers for several reasons: pumpability during manufacture, optimum hot fillability during packing, and restricted flow during food preparation. CheddMax EV, or Enhanced Viscosity, is a functional cheese curd designed for use in a variety of processed cheese end products such as individually wrapped slices, slice-on-slice, blocks, triangles and spreads. Today I'm going to start by demonstrating the making of processed cheese using our CheddMax EV that provides enhanced viscosity. To make the processed cheese, I am adding our CheddMax EV and also some of our CheddMax Savoury Flavour natural cheese in order to add flavour to the texture building solution of CheddMax EV. In addition, I am also adding butter, salt, milk protein powders and emulsifying salts. In this instance, I'll be adding SMP, skim milk powder and rennet casein, but we could also use acid casein, MPC, milk protein concentrate, WPC, whey protein concentrate or other relevant milk protein powders. The mix is heated to approximately 80 to 90 degrees Celsius and is mixed for 10 to 15 minutes overall, depending on the type of recipe. The Thermomix is run on medium shear to minimise the incorporation of air, but to ensure all powders are dispersed and absorbed into the mixture. While that is mixing, I'll explain how CheddMax EV can help with cost efficiencies. We have done a lot of work to optimise various processed cheese formulations using our CheddMax EV. Our results have shown that slices, both individually wrapped slices and slice-on-slice, made using CheddMax EV were significantly firmer than slices made using standard cheddar cheese. Why is firmness important? Well, the firmer the slice, the more similar it is to a natural cheese slice. Now, what we've also found is that using CheddMax EV, you can reduce the amount of cheese and still get very good firmness. Therefore, when you make processed cheese with CheddMax EV, you can use up to 10% less cheese and still get desirable texture to your processed cheese product. Back to the cheese. We now have a processed cheese in the Thermomix. As you can see, this product has excellent flowability, which will ensure good pumpability during manufacturing. In addition, it is optimized for hot fill packing. Now that the product has cooled, you can see it has a firm texture, it's not sticky, and it can bend slightly without breaking. As you can see, the CheddMax product exhibits excellent functionality and is made using 10% less cheese, allowing us to achieve the desired functionality in a more cost-effective manner. So as you have seen from the demonstration, our CheddMax EV delivers enhanced viscosity, providing superior functionality to processed cheese products. The value to your business comes from the enhanced viscosity that CheddMax EV delivers because it provides the potential to reduce the amount of cheese used by 10% to obtain a similar, if not better, level of firmness to the same recipe using standard cheddar. You also have the potential to alter the viscosity to facilitate extrusion depending on the plant setup. Now we will move on to browning. Browning in processed cheese can be considered a colour defect, and as Mick mentioned earlier, various factors can influence browning of processed cheese. Our CheddMax LB or low browning is designed specifically to address issues of browning in processed cheese manufacture and the excessive coloration or over browning of cheese in heated cheese applications. CheddMax LB allows the level of browning to be controlled during heating and cooling, giving a visible benefit while also delivering consistent flavour, yield and texture. Okay, to demonstrate the browning properties in heated application, I'll perform a simple disc test. Here I have 2 discs of cheese, our CheddMax LB on the left and standard cheddar as a control sample on the right. Now we'll place them both under a grill heated to 250 degrees Celsius for 6 minutes. As you can see, our CheddMax LB sample has maintained its colour, while the control sample has darkened significantly due to scorching. Our development chef Barry will further demonstrate how CheddMax LB ensures low levels of browning with the preparation of a pizza.
Hello, so as Fionnan has just said, I will demonstrate how CheddMax LB can deliver low levels of browning on a pizza but still deliver on other functionalities such as melt, stretch and overall appearance. This cheese is very easy to handle and grates well. As you can see, the pizza crust is nicely baked, but there is little or no browning on the cheese. There is an acceptable level of blistering and oiling on the surface of the cheese, as well as an even glistening appearance. Overall, the CheddMax LB enables controlled browning in heated applications. Now I will hand you back to Fionnan.
Thanks Barry. CheddMax LB can enhance the end product appearance by minimising the browning effect in the final cheese product. Even in processed cheese facilities where temperature control may be an issue, CheddMax LB ensures that no discoloration occurs, offering value to the business through minimising the downgrade of products. Let's move on to slicing. Firmness, brittleness and stickiness are features of the cheese that can affect the product's machinability on a high-speed slicing line. Our CheddMax SS or Super Slice is a highly functional cheddar cheese solution which consistently delivered exceptional slicing texture and functionality all year round. Here I have a range of cheese slices. With the standard cheddar cheese slice, you can see that it may crack or break when it is bent. However, with our CheddMax Super Slice cheese, the slice can bend easily without cracking or breaking. As you can see, CheddMax Super Slice exhibits exceptional texture and flexibility, which is important for the machinability of the cheese. As the cheese block passes through the high-speed slicing machine, there is no cracking, which will significantly reduce offcuts and maximise yield. This ensures the efficiency of the line, reducing product loss or downtime. CheddMax Super Slice also provides excellent melt and stretch qualities when toasted or melted. I will now pass you back to Barry to demonstrate this melt and stretch qualities with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Thanks. As Fionnan mentioned, in addition to excellent sliceability, CheddMax Super Slice provides excellent melt and stretch when toasted or melted. To demonstrate this melt and stretchability, I will prepare a toasted cheese sandwich for you. As you can see, when I pull the sandwich apart, you get a lovely stretch on the cheese, and now you can see the cheese has melted to a really lovely consistency. Back to you, Fionnan.
Finally, I want to talk about beta-carotene. The colour of cheddar cheese is hugely important to consumers. It is used to build expectations of characteristics such as quality, taste, maturity and liking. Annatto, a yellow-orange colourant, has been used to colour cheese for hundreds of years and is currently the most popular cheese colourant globally. However, in recent times it is coming under increasing scrutiny from regulators and manufacturers. Beta-carotene is naturally found in clover ridgegrass and gives our dairy its rich golden hue. It is an antioxidant and is associated with health benefits. It is a yellow pigment and is increasingly seen as an excellent source of colour in cheese. We use beta-carotene to deliver the rich red colour of our CheddMax products. As you can see from the two samples here, CheddMax made with beta-carotene on the left and cheddar made with annatto on the right, there is no difference between the colour intensity between the two samples. Beta-carotene has also been shown to be stable across the shelf life of the product, and it is versatile enough to allow any shade to be reached. In addition to providing a good colour, the benefit of using beta-carotene is that it ensures a clean label on pack. Beta-carotene is an excellent source of natural colour for cheese without loss of functional or sensorial attributes. To summarise, today I have demonstrated 3 varieties from our CheddMax range: CheddMax EV, CheddMax LB, and CheddMax SS. These cheese solutions provide cost efficiency while delivering consistent yield, textural and visual benefits to suit a variety of cheese applications. I would like to introduce Frank LICHTMESS. Frank is a global technical expert in processed cheese and has worked with Glanbia on the development of our CheddMax range. Frank is going to tell you a little more about the functionality of CheddMax EV and the benefits it delivers in the manufacture of processed cheese.
Hello, my name is Frank LICHTMESS. I'm a technical expert in processed cheese and I work with companies all over the world to help them overcome manufacturing challenges and perfect their cheese processes. I have worked extensively with Glanbia Ireland on the development of CheddMax. CheddMax EV is a highly functional curd which retains high levels of functional protein in chilled form without freezing up for 9 months. This makes CheddMax EV a really interesting solution for the processed cheese industry globally. I have worked with this cheese solutions and it delivers impeccable machinability in process and imparts exceptional texture and a good cost and use benefits. The final processed cheese, be it slice on slice, individual wrapped slices, triangles or blocks. CheddMax LB has been developed to address issues of browning in processed cheese, manufactures heated cheese application. CheddMax ensures you get controlled level of browning during production. This provides to your business because this less chance of the product being downgraded will result in few customer complaints. CheddMax Super Slice is an excellent slicing cheese for today's high-speed slicing lines due to its exceptional texture and flexibility. You will have fewer off-cuts and waste as its textures is fully optimized for slicing. I believe Glanbia Ireland CheddMax solutions are the perfect partner for the development of processed cheese applications.
Thank you for your attention, and now I'll pass you over to Rebecca, our Nutrition Manager.
Thanks, Barry and Fionn. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Barron, Nutrition Manager in Glanbia Ireland. Today I'm going to discuss the nutritional benefits of cheddar cheese, including that of lower fat and salt in processed cheese. People have been consuming cheese for a long time. Estimates are the last 6,000 to 8,000 years in Europe. Cheese is a nutrient-rich food and it can be considered as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Here, I've outlined the many nutrients that a portion of cheese provides. For example, 30 grams of cheddar, about the size of a matchbox, gives us 26% of our recommended calcium. Cheddar cheese also contains a significant amount of high-quality protein. We call the dairy protein found in cheddar cheese high quality as it is complete, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids that the body cannot make. The nutrients listed here play many important roles in human health. For example, protein, calcium and phosphorus support child and adult bone health. Vitamin A and vitamin B12 help our immune system to function properly. Vitamin K2, a type of vitamin K, is also found in cheddar cheese. Vitamin K2 is thought to be more bioavailable than other types, and there is growing interest in research around this vitamin in the areas of immune, bone and heart health. Cheese can be a useful dairy food for different people, and I will give 2 examples here. As a nutrient-dense food, cheese provides more calcium and other nutrients in a smaller volume compared to other dairy products, such as liquid milk or yogurt. This can be useful for children who have higher nutrient requirements but a limited capacity to consume large volumes of food because of their small body size. Cheese is therefore helpful for children to reach calcium and other nutrient goals. Cheddar cheese as a fermented product is also low in lactose. It can be a good dairy option where lactose intolerance is a concern. Lactose intolerance affects around 65% of the global population, with estimates varying by region. For example, in China, lactose malabsorption is estimated to affect up to 85% of the population. In China, few people reach the recommendations for dairy,
and therefore intakes of key nutrients such as calcium are low. Recent guidelines on dairy consumption in China have specifically mentioned cheese as a good option for those with lactose intolerance. Although cheese is rich in important nutrients, it also contains fat, saturated fat, and salt. These are nutrients that we are advised to reduce our intakes of, as they can have a negative impact on health. To address these, we have developed reduced fat and salt CheddMax solutions. Dietary guidelines recommend that saturated fat intakes should be kept as low as possible. Consuming too much saturated fat is linked with raising LDL or bad cholesterol and increase the risk of developing heart disease. At 26% fat, our CheddMax reduced fat product has reduced fat and reduced saturated fat content compared to other offerings. It also benefits from having a higher protein content. It is also worth noting the emerging research on the positive link between saturated fat from cheese and other dairy products and health. For example, while saturated fat from meat and processed meat can have a negative impact, studies suggest that saturated fat from dairy sources, including cheese, have no effect, or even in some cases, a positive effect on health. This suggests that we need to consider the food source when looking at the link between saturated fat and health. And so, on to salt. Salt plays an important role in cheese in terms of taste, texture, and from a food safety perspective. Although some salt is needed for health, consuming too much leads to high blood pressure, and this is a risk factor for developing heart disease. We know that reducing salt is an effective way to lower blood pressure and therefore lower the risk of heart disease. For example, the WHO have estimated that reducing salt intakes to recommended levels would avoid approximately 2.5 million deaths each year. Because of this, many countries have set reformulation targets on foods for salt reduction. Earlier this year, the WHO published a report on global benchmarks for sodium levels across different food categories, including cheese. We are currently developing a CheddMax low-salt solution that will help to address salt intakes and offer consumer choice. Hopefully that gives you a good overview of the nutritional benefits of cheddar cheese and has also given you a good insight into the new CheddMax offerings we are developing to ensure we can deliver on all manufacturer and customer nutritional needs. Thank you for your time, and I'll now pass you on to Shane.
Thanks, Rebecca. I'm Shane McDarby, Head of Product Management. I'm going to tell you a bit more about Glanbia Ireland and our capabilities in cheese production. Glanbia Ireland is the largest milk processor in Ireland, processing almost 3 billion litres of milk annually. We are also the largest cheese producer with 2 cheddar-style plants of significant scale. This dual plant supply option gives us unrivaled capability, plant flexibility and security of supply. Glanbia Ireland is also part of the larger Glanbia Group, the largest cheddar manufacturer in the world. The group has cheddar cheese plants in Idaho, New Mexico, Michigan, as well as our 2 plants in Ireland, Ballyraggan and Wexford. Our Wexford plant is an ultra-modern facility which was completed in 2016. Glanbia Ireland has been at the forefront of cheddar cheese technology for more than 50 years, and our experience developing award-winning cheese for international retail, food service and ingredients markets is globally recognised. We produce a wide range of high-quality natural cheeses with the right tastes and performance characteristics for all your application needs. Our more recent CheddMax ingredients portfolio offers natural cheese solutions which will deliver exceptional results in the areas of browning, slicing, shredding, melt and many more desirable functionalities. With such a long-standing notable presence in the global cheddar market, we cater for a vast range of customer requirements. Whether we are working with major customers in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, North Africa or North and South America, we draw on an extensive knowledge base and proven track record in innovation and design. Our solutions approach means we have the capability to turn around projects and new developments from ideation to final solutions with speed and efficiency. Our broad-based cheese portfolio delivers cheese solutions across the board from consumer brands for retail, private label and food service and quick serve restaurants as well as industrial B2B solutions. We can tailor to different formats from 20 kilogram bulk to block, sliced, shredded, a variety of retail formats including 400 gram and our newly launched 20 gram cheese sticks for snacking. Good cheese starts with good milk. Ireland's island location on the western edge of Europe provides it with a temperate climate, plentiful rainfall and rich deep soils perfect for growing grass. Our milk production is pasture-based, with cows spending 250 days per year on grass. We also have the longest growing season in the Northern Hemisphere, which means we can operate in a more sustainable and environmentally friendly manner. To ensure the products and ingredients we create are of the highest quality, we maintain control and oversight of our entire supply chain, ensuring full traceability from grassland to customer. Our high-quality milk is sourced from 5,000 Irish family farms. Through sustainable farming practices and dedicated partnerships with these multi-generational farming families, our unique platform offers fully traceable and sustainably produced natural solutions to help our customers stay ahead of the curve. We have now also broadened our cheese portfolio to extend into plant-based vegan cheese solutions. We are the largest buyer of Irish grains and have an extensive oats portfolio sourced from Irish family farms. Oats are an excellent base for vegan cheese, as they naturally contain between 11 to 13% protein. In addition, they are high in soluble fibres, especially beta-glucan, which can help reduce and lower cholesterol. They are low in sugar, salt and saturated fat, and in addition, our oats are gluten-free. Oats also contain a range of minerals such as calcium, iron, magnesium and zinc. We are currently in the development stage of our vegan cheese portfolio, and together with our partner, we are focusing on functionality, taste and texture. Our vegan cheese portfolio will contain an oat-based red cheddar style, an oat-based white cheddar style, and an oat-based mozzarella style. Bespoke solutions will also be available on a request. Over the last number of years, we've invested heavily in our R&D expertise and capabilities, and we now number over 50 scientists and technologists. We are currently in the process of renovating our innovation centre and pilot plant facilities. This new centre opens later in 2021 and will deliver state-of-the-art technology with a processing area and a pilot plant which will enable high throughput prototyping for new products and solutions. We aim to lead the way in processing and technology whilst maintaining nutritional integrity in our products. We have an extensive external network of academic institutes both within Ireland and across the world, which supports us to provide superior nutrition in dairy and plants. Hopefully this has provided you with a good flavour of our heritage and capabilities in cheese production. You will see that our growing and evolving cheese portfolio offers consumers the choice of cheese they expect, delivering the exceptional flavour and functionality now demanded through changing lifestyles and taste preferences. Thank you very much for your time today. Now we'll pass you back to Mick for our live Q&A session.